I must stress to my usual viewers that I'm very much having a palate cleanser with a good game, so I can actually have fun for once. In another world with my smartphone Season 2 breaking me like CIA torture, except it's just watching this dick be happy. A fate worse than death. I figured for my own soul I'd continue with my crime spree in Oblivion. I momentarily step back into Scunthorpe. Hopefully clearing this gate will at trial give me a lighter sentence for killing that defenceless old man in his sleep. Whilst in Scunthorpe, I start collecting bloodgrass, some strain of weed I think. I figured I'd start selling it in the slums and just really fuck people up big time for some sick molar. I ran out of arrows, decimating the patented pew-pew bonk technique, so I have resorted to grave tactics. I begin shanking people with my pocket knife, my innate British ability to commit knife crime on full display. I take a quick trip to Bravo, and I would like to formally apologise to Kvatch. I called it a shithole, even though they were being attacked by the demons of hell. People actually choose to live in this place. Oh, Jesus. Lucy, as I've named him, turns up in my room unannounced. Had he told me he was coming, I would have slipped into something more comfortable. Admittedly, when asking Lucy for rumours, he did hit me with the pretty cold, "Dear brother, I do not spread rumours. I create them." I figured I'd go say hello to the Dark Brotherhood, aka My Chemical Romance fan club. I was thinking this place is quite lovely, lots of greenery, and I wondered how much a property would be. Then I saw a dilapidated house and realised that it was where my quest is. My questions are answered as to why this house has been on the market so long, and it's probably because of the spooky talking door, the realtor having some real issues trying to sell the place.
What is the colour of night?
Shall we check the kitchen? I meet another vampire, and I don't turn him into dust. I am truly reformed. He offers me a bonus, and I'm well pumped for my first contract. I have to kill a pirate captain. Ooh. This fuckhead says I have terrible fur. Forgetting about my special power of quick saving, are we? Seeing as the guy at the bar told me about it, I thought I'd take a detour to the nearest Daedric shrine. I need a black soul gem to activate it. Okay. I think it's like a normal soul gem, except it's good at music and sport. So I just come across this little meet-up in a slum, and he's like, "I don't like you well enough to tell you about the grey fox." A little bit of gold later, and apparently I'm the most trustworthy individual ever, and I'm at the Thieves Guild tryout on accident. "You must steal Anne Frank's diary." He says, "Do not kill the thieving victim or each other. We are not murderers." Speak for yourself. I see this person beelining for this drawer, so I just zoomed in and stole it. Anyway, back to murder. I stow away in a fun little box, and easy enough, do away with the captain. Obviously, I rob him for everything he's worth before jumping into the sea. I go back for a nice pat on the head from My Chemical Romance. Daddy Vampire asked me to make something look like an accident. The old Boeing special, eh? I thought she was going to be the hot one for simps to goon hard over, but she has a distinctly old lady voice, ruining my buzz. Or, in some cases, amplifying the goon to untold heights if so inclined. I should, for the bonus, drop some sort of lighting fixture on this lad's head, whilst avoiding the manservant I've named Jeeves. It's easy enough, and I tried to come back the next day to taunt Jeeves, but he just got mad at me and tried to kill me. Well. Remember this cockbag? This dickhead keeps goading me, like I'm not cooking up the nastiest piece of prison napalm Cyrodiil has ever seen. Well, apparently he's my mark now. Guess he's getting that fucking prison napalm I promised. I decide to have a quick swim in shit. Not sure why. This guy hits the guard with the "ooh, and your wife," which seems to be his only go-to move. I give him exactly what he deserves, and I stroll out the front door. The guard, seeing me, hood-clad, glowing red knife in hand, covered in blood, and they just let me walk. Uvalde police levels right here, boys. I'm getting pretty fucking jealous of this vampire guy cucking me, saying I'm simply not ready to join the Black Sacrament and become a vampire. The stupid bastard at the Mages Guild at Coral gave me a key, so whilst I waited for the next quest, I stole all their ham. We conduct a little hoodwinking. This guy had borrowed some money for some art lads, and we must fake his death. I, quote-unquote, kill this fellow with a special poison dagger, and now I must sneak back into the catacombs to revive him with my special juice. Unfortunately, I skipped the dialogue where I was given some secret antidote, so putting my cock in his mouth and pissing was wholly unnecessary, yet highly rewarding. Coming to the merch store soon, wolf piss, the true evolution of bathwater. Chemically analysed, it comes out in 4 unique parts: water, urea, white monster, and fatty lipids courtesy of the cream egg diet. How anyone thought he was dead, I have no idea. He's still fucking breathing. I kill all his relatives and escort him to the pub. Job well done, mate. Daddy Vampire says, "Oh, would you like to be a vampire?" Oh, fucking sure, why not? Sounds sick. I get some quests from Lizzie here now, as I've clearly moved up in the world. I have to kill some random elf lab, and they know absolutely fuck all about it. Cheers, lads. Some Legion captain has been harassing my fellow murderers. Oh, can't believe it. So I must do this quiet and all sneaky-like. No prison napalm. Oh. Considering I'm back in the neighbourhood, I go to check on Wizard Lady and her study of Mein Kampf for the main quest line. And she says, "Oh, have you heard someone killed the boat captain?" Ugh. Apparently my target loves skooma, some illicit drug. Looks like some more stalking is in order. He stops at what I think is a crack house, but just too many witnesses. What will I do? I've got to go get this junkie some drugs.
Skooma. You know what that is? Get me some skooma and we'll be good friends.
I get him some whey, and this idiot gives me, the most suspicious-looking character of all time, a key to his secluded drug den. It's your funeral, pal. Lockney's house, a.k.a. my new house, is where I will wait for him in secret. I find Locknear in the basement, stabbed. I step over his corpse to pick a hard lock, and getting free fucking gold from my effort. I'm glad you're dead, Locknear. I considered learning necromancy so I could resurrect him and kill him again for my efforts. I still fail in skooma supply as he's not going to need it, and I make him a little bit more comfortable. I start fencing stolen oranges to meet my quota, a new low for me. Lizzie compliments me on a job well done, and Lizzie too is like, "Ayo dog, can you kill this dude for me? He's all the way in Bogwater at the very southern tip of the map." "No thank you. Sounds wet and shit." I am now a vampire. I don't know what this means, but I guess we'll learn. "You must go to a mountain and kill a warlord." Okay, seems alright. I must switch out the guy's medicine for poison, like the American healthcare system. It's not far from where I killed Edward originally. I go to Lord Drad's escape, as I avoided another hell portal, and the slave quarters looks like a bomb hit it. What happened here? As a black icon, I will not stand for this injustice. I wasn't too happy with the idea of slaves being forced to work, so I stole all the corn and tomatoes, reducing their workload. Unfortunately, my exploits as Wolf John Brown are hampered as I can't kill this prick as he's connected to a quest. But soon. I wonder what my newfound vampires will help with, and I activate Detect Life as I sneak into the fortress. It's actually fucking worked. Surely there will be no drawbacks of any kind. I get my next quest and it's a party. Ooh, swanky. So it's basically Big Brother. There's a chest of gold and the guests have to find it, and whoever does gets to keep the house. This is all bullshit. It's an elaborate ruse to get them all together in one place as I kill them one by one. I'm kind of tempted to just become progressively more vampiric as they're trapped in a house with me and just run around screaming. This one's dying first. That I can promise. I tell her I'm an assassin, and she's like, "Oh, you're such a funny one." The group are just horning after each other, but that was before my sexy ass arrived. This is basically a vampire's paradise. I just might not leave and just dine on them for eternity as my thralls. I go for the patented bribe method for some cheap dirt, fully intending to rob all the money back later. I begin making notes so I can fuck people up better. Primo here wants to smash the Dark Elf. Well, I may be going to kill you, but let it be said I am a generational wingman. I fully intend to stir everyone up into mortal combat like I'm some medieval witch. Nels here thinks that Diversey the Dark Elf is the spitting image of his daughter, so she must be fucking pig ugly too. I'm noticing a trend here of everyone hating Legion and Neville. I reckon I can leverage this. I make my first feeding of many, and I wake this sleepy dickhead up from his little nap. I pickpocket this guy, and I find out that he's got an entire chest of armour and weapons. Neville reveals that he was both at where the Dark Elf woman and the Nord used to live, something I intend to reveal. Loose lips sink ships, my dear fellow. I began to suspect that perhaps the real treasure is the friends we kill along the way. My plan begins, but first, my boy Primo. It seems I can make her go to a room and wait for him. I get this dumb idiot to go along with me to the basement, and she thinks we're working together. Fool. 1 down, 4 to go. Meal number 2. I'm thinking I can easily get the Nord to kill Neville by targeting the Dark Elf woman. Sorry, Primo. I doubt it's a feature, but I decide to plant some evidence. The perfect crime. I kill Primo next to really have these guys go at each other, and this idiot just kills him for me, and is like, "We did it, best friend. I can't believe it. Our friendship and mutual trust ensured our victory. The murderer has been defeated for good, and we are both saved." I step out of Celebrity Big Brother house after murdering him. I figured I'd hit up the Nerd Guild, and she sends me on an errand. You know the drill. I rob everything that's not nailed down. I figure I'd go find the lad who's had some sort of magical failure, like Portsmouth's season so far. Fuck you, Viking. I come across Goblin Jim's cave, and you bet your ass I'm going in. Oh, you sneaky goblin. Nice try. I'm not sure what the difference is between a goblin and a white-skinned goblin, but I assume it's dancing ability. I had to switch armour so My Chemical Romance armour didn't break. Now I look like I'm starring on Pimp My Ride. I'm receiving sun damage. Here's the plan. I wait in the Nerd Guild for nightfall, feed, and then travel freely. It seems the Legion captain got a bit too big for his boots, and now it's his time to die. Okay, I've got to shoot this fellow when he's unarmoured, grab his severed finger, and place it in the new captain's desk. This guy doesn't seem to take off his armour, and he swims in full fucking armour, without dropping like a fucking log. He goes to the tower without falling asleep, and I think it's bugged. I reload, and his armour's off. Okay, and now he's dead. I actually go to Bogwater because I'm in the neighbourhood, and this guy's like, you don't need to kill me, take this money instead. Money. I take the money, and then I kill him. I go a bit further down to this little place marked on my map, and I thought it was some dungeon, but it seems to be a purchasable den. Very nice. I go there immediately to see if they do any leases. I can buy extensions to this place. I buy the bed area first, as it's not home if it's not cosy. As we all know, a vampire sex castle always needs a good bed. I give the captain's desk a good fingering and complete the mission. The entire Imperial Legion broke bitches as I ransacked their chests in the barracks for absolutely fuck all. I get a new quest from My Chemical Romance, and it's to meet Lucy at his sweet gaff on the hill. Uh-oh, it appears My Chemical Romance has been infiltrated, and I must engage in the act of purification. I must cleanse the other members. I must conduct to them the most nourishing of skincare routines, beginning with an initial facial scrub, followed by a What? Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. I take a quick moment to sell some stolen goods and torment the simpleton bodyguard from earlier, laughing at his plight. This dickhead is like, oh, sorry about treating you like shit. Can we please be friends? With a record number of poison apples, I begin putting them everywhere and in everyone's inventory. I do them all in one by one, with only one apple casualty despite all my work. I am now a silencer, a felony in most of America. What will Wolf do next as the mega vampire assassin? Who knows? Find out next week on If I Can Be Fucking Bothered. Bye!